you apply the glue on your lips, it already gets tacky like immediately because your body has warmth. So that warmth makes the glue tacky fast, especially with this cold weather.
Promise that you never be lonely. Be the fam, that's what they call me.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lynette. In case you're new here, and welcome to the family. In case you're not subscribed, make sure you do so, and don't forget to hit the post notification bell. That way you are notified whenever I upload a video. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you, am I talking a little bit fast? Yes, I am. Anyway, so guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do a simple basic makeup tutorial for beginners. I don't know if I'll go into the eyeshadow because when it comes to beginners, it's not a must, it's not mandatory to have your eyeshadow on, but we will see as the video goes on, as the time goes on. I guess we will come to know if we are actually going to wear any eyeshadow, but let's get into the video, we will know. So when it comes to makeup, the first thing that you wanna do is do your eyebrows. The eyebrows are a facelift. Like, look at me right now. Anyway, so we're going to start with our eyebrows, and you already know the brush that I use for this. I normally go in with my spoolie brush, which has two sides. This is an angled side that I use to clean up my brows with the concealer, and this is the spoolie brush side that has hair. I don't know where from, I guess from this, but yeah, I use this to brush through my brows. I don't know if I'm up close, or I should zoom in, or I should get closer, I don't know. So I'm going to start right now. So I decided to zoom in so that you can see every detail that I'm doing on my face, not that I'm saying that I'm doing. So first up, you're gonna brush through your eyebrows like this. Not this tiny bump on my face. Next up, I'm going to go in with Davis color number 3 eye pencil, and you need it to be sharp square back. So this is how my pencil looks like. It's quite sharp, and I'm going to use that to line my brows. Line our brows. So the first step about brows is outlining them using your pencil. Like I said, this one is from Davis color number 3. It's the darkest one. For eye pencils, if you're going for Davis as your brand, I would advise you to use number 318, and can't remember the other, but the two I have number 18 right here, but I like this one since it's darker. Then we're going to fill in our brows, and to fill in the normal technique. The place with the little hair, you need to like shade it completely. Ignore my finger, I got burnt when cooking. If you're going for natural looking brows, I will advise you not to shade the part that you have here, but if you want to shade it, no problem. I'm just going to shade it a little bit because I do have hair. I don't know if they are visible on the camera. I might be saying I do have hair, but you can see that. So just going to shade it a little bit. So that's what I have for my first brow. I know it looks crazy, but with a little concealer we're gonna fix that in a minute. So we're going to head in for the second brow, and same technique applies. Next up, I'll be using LA Pro. really Next up, I'm going to be using LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade number 2, and I already have a little amount of the concealer behind my back. As you can see, it's 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, and I'm going to be using this to clean my brows. Seriously. Okay, so I'll not do every process on the camera because the video is already 6-7 minutes long and we have not even gotten to the face. I'm going to be doing it off camera. So in case you're interested in learning how to do this, or you don't have an idea or clue of how you should clean your brows, what you should look for, what you should be sure to I'll link my video on eyebrows on the description. Click on it, go there, know how to draw your brows, then come back, or maybe watch this video till the end, then go to the description box, click that link, then know how to draw your brows. So the video is already 7 minutes and 24 seconds long, and I'm just going to first do it off camera, then I'll be back. So our brows are done and they're looking cute, as you can see. And so the next step we're gonna do is we are going to prime our eyelids. We're going to prime our eyelids. We do this if you want to apply eyeshadow, if you want to rectify color on your, like you can see my lids are darker than my face, so we also do that to like even out your skin tone. I'm just going to put a little bit of concealer on my lids, and then I'm going to blend that out using this is a fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go in with it, and you can also go in with your fingers. So next up, I'm going to prime my face, and so I'm going to be using this black opal matte primer. This is how it looks. This is the packaging. So one thing about primers, if you have oily skin, go for a matte primer. If you have a dry skin, go for a hydrate primer. I don't know if you got that. So the importance of using a primer, it creates a barrier between your skin and the makeup, so it's actually very important. And for the primer, you don't rub it in as the moisturizer, you just smear it on your face and then tap it in, wait for it to set. So from there, it's the foundation application, and I'm going to be using this 3D Water Big makeup sponge. They call them 3D because I think they come when they are 3. I got one out, but anyway, let me just go in and use another one. And if you're using beauty blenders to blend in, or I just use that one. What's the problem with that one? Okay, look at the size of this beauty blender. Can you see it? They call it water big, so I want us to experiment real quick if it actually becomes big. Oh, I was saying something. So if you're using a beauty blender, don't use a dry beauty blender. Like this is a dry beauty blender. Can you see? So they are saying it's water big, so we're going to wet it and then like use a damp beauty blender when blending in your foundation. So I'm just going to go in and I have water here. They call them water big. So let's see. You shouldn't take a lot of time. You should be able to soak up water real quick. Okay, so look, this is the size of the beauty blender right now. And then we are going to squeeze out, the table is getting water. Squeeze out the excess water completely, like squeeze out the excess water. Look at the size of the beauty blender. I don't know if you can see the difference, but it's really big. You can actually feel it. We can do a comparison. Can you see the difference? It has become big. That's a lot. So I'm not going to use that. Now for foundation. Let me just first remove this concealer from the back of my hand, because the next thing is going to be on my clothes. So for foundation, I'll be using Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I have one is 338 and the other one is 340. This one is in this shade spicy brown, and this one is in this shade cappuccino. So I'm going to mix the two, because this is too dark for my skin complexion. And this is too light for my skin complexion. So I think my skin complexion is number 339, because 338 no, 334, 340 no. So I think it's 339. And I'm just going to mix it somewhere, because I'm not going to mix it on my hands. I don't want to get my hands all, I don't know, messed up. I'm going to use the base of this. I'm going to put 2 pumps for the light one, and then 1 pump for this one. I don't know if that one will actually match like that. And then I'm gonna mix that with this brush. So I do have foundation here. I was doing testing if it's actually met what I want. That is my skin tone. And yeah, so I'm just going to go in with my finger first and put that all over my face. If you have a foundation brush, you can use it. That is if you don't want to get your fingers all foundation-y. Like that. And then don't use a lot of product. If you use a lot of product, then it is going to show. And then we're going to start blending in with our damp beauty blender. I'm going to put it over my eyelids again. So for Maybelline foundation, it's a full coverage foundation. So as you can see, recently I got a breakout. I don't know what happened to me. I got a breakout and then boom, black spots on my cheeks, but they are finishing. I'm getting rid of them. So as you can see, they are all covered. So this is the trickiest part. As a beginner, don't use too much product on your forehead. I think I'm actually gonna start by wiping that off a little bit, so that I use the product that is already on the beauty blender. Because if you use a lot of product on your forehead, it's gonna show on the hairline. So can you see my hairline? Can you see my forehead? And like 2 different colors. This is where contouring is necessary. If at all you don't want to contour your cheekbones, your nose, and what have you, you'll have to contour your forehead so that you can like get an even hairline and as compared to your forehead. What am I even saying? Yeah, so like for contouring, if you're not a contour person, I think for your forehead it's a must, because you have to match your hairline to your forehead. So if you feel that you have used too much product, there is always the cleaner part of the beauty blender. You can go ahead and use that to like reduce the product. Don't forget to blend in your neck. You don't want to look like you have a mask on, so blend in the rest of your face, blend in your neck and your ears too. You can stamp on your hairline a little bit like that. So for the makeup, for the foundation rather, for the foundation, whatever you wanna call it, it will cover up the black spots, but it will not cover up the bump. Can you see my bump? But it's a little bit hidden, you know. But as for the black spots, you will automatically cover them. That is if you're using a full coverage foundation. Full coverage foundation up to 24 wear. That's what the container or the packaging says. So after doing this, you have to set your face. Okay, highlighting first. Highlighting, I would say, is not mandatory as a beginner, or you can do some few things not the right way. Does that make sense? Highlighting is not mandatory, especially if you're going for a natural looking. You see, like right now, if I just wear my lipstick, I'm just good to hit the road, but I should set my face with a powder, finishing powder rather. There is what we call a setting powder, and for my setting powder, this is how it looks. This is such a buttercup powder. For my finishing powder, I'm using Milani, although it just fell. I'm telling you, it is in pieces right now. This, it fell on the ground. The ground is all powdery. You can see it's also pouring. Oh my god, what a waste of money. So, this is what we call a finishing powder. It is actually my complexion. This is a setting powder, it's not my complexion. So if you're using the setting powder, again, you need to highlight. So we are going to highlight, but not that much. We're just going to highlight under our eyes so that we can hide the under eyes. And if you have eye bags, people like me who don't see, you need to highlight. So for highlighting, I'm just going to be using the same concealer that I used to clean up my brows, and that is LA Pro Girl, LA Pro Conceal, LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting right there and there. Oh god, there and there. You can highlight your forehead, you can highlight the bridge of your nose, you can highlight this part, you can highlight this part. I've seen people highlighting different places, and it depends on what they are going for. So this is how I highlight. Don't need much product. This already looks like much product, but it's not a lot. So we're going to go in with this part. If you don't know how the beauty blenders come, can you see this tip? This tip is for under your eye. This tip is for this part. So I'm just going to do that. I thought I'm not recording. I had paused the video for a while. So as you blend in, you want to raise your eye up so that you can highlight under your eye properly. It's out real quick. Like right now, I'm actually struggling to blend it out. It has dried out already, but we can fix that. We're going to head in for the other eye and do the exact same thing. So as a beginner, I will not advise you to put the concealer on this eye and then on this eye and then here. Just put it under one eye, blend it out, put it on the other eye and then blend it out. And I'm just here talking without doing anything, and the concealer is still dry. And the concealer is just drying out. So I'm just going to quickly blend that out. You look up and then blend it under your eye. And the question that I get a lot is, can you use your finishing powder to set your under eye? For me, I would say yes. And yes, if you don't want a bright under eye. So as you've seen in most makeup videos, most makeup gurus tend to use the setting powder because they like highlighting or getting a brighter under eye, or You can use a finishing powder, but I'm going to use a setting powder just for the sake of those who have eye bags that are so zinaonekana sana, eye bags that you can actually really see them out of your makeup, so that I can show you how to actually blend it out. So some people bake their setting powder, others just tap it in like I am doing with the concealer. I've not yet started applying the setting powder. I will not advise you as a beginner to bake your face because you'll have a lot of problem blend in it. I mean, you'll put back in a patches. Even when I'm using Kiswahili, I'm still shrubbing. You'll have patches on your face. So the wise thing to do is just tap it in. So we're going to move into the setting powder. We have talked about it really. So it has an interesting packaging, by the way. Can you see it has some holes? So you just put this on the lid. Take your beauty blender, tap it in. This is a lot of product. This is what makes your face appear cakey. If you've ever done makeup and then highlighting and you're like, funny, how do these people do it? When I do it, I don't know, I get some things on my face. You use a lot of product. That is one. You use a lot of concealer. That is two. Anyway, if it is still excess, you're gonna do this on your hand and then set your concealer. Oh my gosh, I do have creases right there. I'm just going to get rid of the creases first with the side that does not have powder. And then I'm going to set our under eye. Simple, very simple. So can you see the difference? It's slightly high, but if you want a brighter under eye, that is, you'll have to bake. Although baking is not recommended for beginners, that is for one. So we're just going to, oh my gosh, set. We're going to set. I do have some creases, so again, I'm going to get rid of the creases. You don't want to set your creases. And then tap like that. Can you see that? Same applies if you highlighted your forehead, and I think I'm going to do that, so that at least you don't look like you have a bright under eye but the face is like dark. So let's just highlight our forehead. Again, don't use too much product if you don't want to look weird. And I think many people hate makeup because they don't know how to put it on. I was also there. And I'm still not that perfect, but I am. What have I said? So you don't need a lot of product. Like I said, concealers dry out real quick. That is actually much product, but we're going to blend it in. When you're blending it in, don't drag it. Just tap. Can you see? That's how fast concealers dry. It already has marks on my forehead. And then I'm going to just try and get rid of the marks. So you all know after highlighting we have to set. Same process. Tap in your beauty blender into the powder. Blow off the excess. If the sponge still has excess, do this. And then set your forehead. Okay, I want to take you back. I had said that contouring your forehead is a must. Well, guess what? If you use little product on your forehead, then contouring is actually not a must. Because like as you can see, my forehead matches matches my hair length, so I will not actually need to contour. If I contour again, I'll just wreck what I already have. So in case you've used maybe a lighter foundation than your skin tone, you have used too much product on your forehead, be sure to contour. In case you're interested in knowing how to contour your face, be sure to comment in the comment section. Of course, I'll be reading all of them, and I'll be obviously I'll be making videos on what you request. So that is the beginner look that you can have. I say that as a beginner, you don't need eyeshadow, you don't need falsies, but I am going to put them on anyway. Not the eyeshadow, but the falsies to enhance the eye look. So right now I'm going to use a fluffy brush to set my entire face. Can you see how fluffy that is? This is what you use to set the entire face. And I'm just I don't know, this powder is broken, like look. I should just consider myself not having a finishing powder, because this is literally the worst experience ever. And then set your entire face. Why do we set our face? So that like right now, if I could just take my t-shirt and just do this, the whole foundation is going to come right off because it is still wet. It needs to be set, and you use setting powder or finishing powder to set your makeup. And there we go. So like I said, I'm going to be using lashes, and these lashes are from Shangapin. Oh my gosh, this hey, can you see that? That's the packaging. They come 3, and then before that I'm going to apply our mascara, and then we're not going to be going for lipstick. Remember, it's a simple natural makeup tutorial for beginners, so I'm just going to be going in with my lip liner and lip gloss. I feel like I don't need to fold this, but I need to. This is the colorless lip gloss from Iman. I don't know if it's called Iman or Iman makeup. Oh my gosh. And that is what we call smudging a lip. We do this mostly if you're doing lip combos. Like recently, the lip combo that I have really liked was this Huda Beauty Maroon and this Mint. It's a beautiful combo lip. I have again zoomed in. I feel like as a beginner, you will literally need this. This is an eye pencil. It's a creamy eye pencil. Look at my lips. It's a creamy eye pencil. Just say pencil. It's a creamy eyeliner. So you only need to use it on your waterline. Only. I'm crazy. So I use it only on my waterline. That's what we call a waterline. So next time is popping them lashes. And guess what? If you wanna wear lashes, then you have a drop. You gotta drop a wing light in your eye. The eyeliner that I'm using today is from Kiss Beauty. Kiss Beauty. And we are hoping for the best. If you would like to see a detailed tutorial on how to draw your wing eye, comment down below. I got you, sis. You know the reason I'm laughing. I normally have laugh when I'm doing my eyeliner, my liquid liner. I normally have laugh. I don't know if I'll have it today, so let's see. Hey. And then you need to close your eyes for this. AC luck. Semetuni professional. Sing there. Then you need to fill it in. Okay, wait. Just look at me. This is not laughing. Comment down below if you want a video on how to draw your wing eye. I got you. So this means we have to go in with our mascara again, and because I don't want to waste your time, let me just do it off camera. Hello, hi, we're back. We're not having the lashes on, and I just wanted to say something. I know you are out there struggling on how you're gonna pop on your lashes. I got you. Comment down below. Oh my good lord. Comment down below. Just, could you please, okay, not please, this one even matter you say please. Could you please do, oh my gosh, I'm so courteous. Could you do a video on how to put, place, pop them lashes? And I'll be like, oh, I wish. And boom, a video you shall get. So for me, I don't like put glue here, but I do at times. But I don't. I just use a brush and then like boom, lashes on. In case you would like to see that, comment down below. Otherwise, I don't want to waste your time. So off camera, it is. So in case you're a little bit of patience, like you don't want to wait for the glue to get all tacky, guess what? Once you apply the glue on your lids, it already gets tacky like immediately because your body has warmth. So that warmth makes the glue tacky fast, especially with this cold weather. Better to like could you do how to, you know, like simple. And then you just pop them lashes. You don't even struggle. Like, can you look at how that looks? You can't even see my natural lashes. Subscribe by the way. Otherwise guys, you've come to the end of our video. If you like the video, be sure to comment in the comment section. Comment in the comment section. Like, click the like button. And don't forget to subscribe in case you just bumped into this video by surprise.